I got caught cheating on a test. That's right, this story is insane and you need to listen to it. So this was back in like 5th grade. We had a big test coming up. It was one of those state tests, not a test given by the state, but an actual state test. You had like a section of the United States map and you had to put what the state was and its capital. Now at the time, I knew nothing about it and I wasn't gonna study because, you know, who studies for tests? That's for babies. So what I was gonna do was just risk it all and cheat. Now I wanna make this clear, don't go by my example. Don't cheat on tests, it's bad. You need to study and get the A that you actually deserve to get. It's so much better of a feeling when you get an A for something that you study for than cheating. But you know, who am I to say stuff? I cheated on this test back in 5th grade. But anyway, I didn't know anything about this. I was ready to cheat. I didn't study and I knew I was gonna fail otherwise. So here's what I did. They gave us a little study paper to do at home. It was meant for you look at it at home, you study it, and then you do the test the next day. Well, here's what I did. I filled out the study sheet because I looked up a map online and I brought it in the next day. I folded up, put it in my pocket, and back then you would have a desk almost like this, literally like this. It would have a little pouch on the bottom of it. You put all your stuff in there. So what I did was I put all my stuff in there and then I put the piece of paper with all the answers right on top. I wasn't one of those kids that like wrapped it in bottles and stuff. I don't even know what kids do nowadays. All I did was just get the piece of paper, put it in the desk. And this piece of paper was literally identical to the quiz. They would give you a study sheet that was exactly like the test. So I went right off of it. I put it under there and the teacher was in the front just doing her own thing. So every once in a while, I'd pull it out just a little bit so I could see the answer and then fill it out, you know, look a little bit more, shove it back in, fill it out, and it worked great. I ended up getting an A on that test. Once again, don't do that, but I'm just telling you a story about how I was dumb back in 5th grade. So anyway, that one went well. So this story sounds great. I cheated, but I also got an A. Well, back then I was having the time of my life. I got an A. I was ready to cheat again on the next state test. Man, was I ready. I filled it out at home, brought it in the next day, put it in the desk, and I pulled it out, did the same thing. But this time, the main teacher was out and there was a substitute. And this substitute was not messing around. She was going around making sure everybody was doing good on the test, whatever. Like one of those teachers where she bends over your neck and breathes on you, literally making sure you're filling out stuff. And it's always, I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like it was always when the teacher came by, I didn't know what I was doing, but the second she left, I was filling it out like I was Einstein. But the second she would breathe on me, I didn't know what to do. I'd freeze up, and then it looked like I didn't know how to do the test. But anyway, that's off track. She came over, and she was like, oh, okay. She starts to walk away, and I guess she turned around. I was stupid, and I pulled out the paper. She saw me right there, but didn't say anything. I remember I got up when I was done the test. I crumbled the paper, threw it in the trash, and I literally saw her go over to the trash can, pick out the crumbled piece of paper, and put it on the teacher's desk. And she wrote something on it, probably writing me out for cheating. And the next day, I got in trouble. Yeah, it was very sad. I almost cried, but I got through it. But then, you know what's the funny part? Is that after that, I became such, like, obsessed with learning the states and capitals. I bought a huge map. I studied it all. And I remember at the end of the year, we had a huge states test, like a states and capital. You had to put all 50 states and all the capitals. And I got an A+ on that. I studied it so much to the point where literally I would teach the class the states and capitals. I learned so much from that cheating. I never did it again. Well, at least in that class. But I learned all the states and capitals. And that year was one of my favorites. 5th grade was a great year. And that teacher was great too. I've always wanted to meet her again after that. Just, I never have. I don't even know if she still is a teacher. I don't know. But that was a great year. And a year that I cheated and got caught for it. So it's very sad. Moral of the story is don't cheat, because even if you think you're getting away with it, you might get caught one day. And you don't want to do that. I don't know why. I just thought that was a funny story because I literally went from cheating on the state test to literally teaching the class the states. So it was a full 180. I went insane. Sometimes I like to do more of these just laid back, chill type videos where I just share a random story and you guys seem to like them. All right, that's it. I'll see you. I'm out.